Just been waiting on a physical drop of this little unknown manga.
Well, what's it called?
Yeah, it's called Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh yeah? I didn't know if you heard of it before or not, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's extremely popular. Like, it's huge.
Oh really? It's like popular? Must be only in Japan then.
No, it's extremely huge everywhere else.
Oh, so it's extremely huge in the US too? And especially since the anime, I'm guessing then? Okay, well, it's not like they have any awards or anything.
No, they have awards too. Lots of them.
Oh, okay, so it must not be that far along in volumes or chapters past the anime especially.
Dude, they have 30 plus volumes.
Okay, so they have 30 plus volumes in Japan. That's great. Okay, so then why don't I have this damn manga in my hands then? Jesus Christ, mate. Well, that's because Japanese companies don't understand their Western audience. That's because manga publishers are stuck. They can't adapt to the more modern time and how much more social the media of manga is. And it is growing, and extremely fast in the West. So it's like they have a wool pulled over their eyes. Probably the biggest issue with Japanese companies, with Japanese media in particular, they're stuck in a time in which they do and make really only for their country, or at least pay attention to, like back in the old days. But with everything being so easily accessible around the world, it brings up the questions, do they want more money? Do they care about their overseas fans? Why does it take so long to choose or get anything over here? I feel the need to answer some of these questions, so stick around. Okay, so what do I mean by, do they want to make more money? Of course, everyone wants to make more money. Well, this would be because of the way that most of these companies seem to have other things on their mind than just higher profit. Even though things like logic or facts may be right in front of their face, sometimes they don't go for that and may have other reasons like morals or personal reasons within that company, and that's what makes up some of those choices or decisions. So to me or you, it may make no sense, but to them, it isn't everything, and that's what pushes them to make choices like this sometimes. Or they just don't know how much they could be making doing things differently. And that's the big problem with Japan. Well, or just any companies in general. They don't like to take risks. So being a company also that has to have a good image with their community, at least somewhat, they do have to care about their fans and the media they publish, right? Well, I would say yes, but kinda no. Respect and being liked is something big in Japan, so with their backyard audience at least, yes, they care a lot, and it shows, honestly. But now what about their overseas fans? I would say yeah, they do care, or at least they're grateful, but sometimes it doesn't seem like it, especially to the Western audience themselves. Why? Well, the things it may take to make those choices that I was talking about earlier that may seem like no-brainers, like for example, to release a physical copy of Tokyo Revengers a lot sooner. It's been extremely popular in Japan, and ever since the anime was really huge, especially in the Western audience, but it wasn't onto the radar until late 2021, and the manga has 30 plus volumes that is huge in Japan, so it would be at least somewhat popular in the Western media, especially compared to some of the other manga they have. But yet, it took them this long to do anything with this series except released some English versions online on like Amazon Kindle, just for people to read it online in English? But most people who read online are gonna get it free anyways, I'm almost certain of that. So it's gonna give them bad data if that's what they may be going off of. So the main way they're gonna make money is going to be physical releases of this anyways. All this combined is probably your answer on why it takes so long to make choices about this type of stuff. It takes a lot of asking and doing before they get a definitive yes for pretty much anything when it comes to these types of companies. This is prevalent, especially when you see these higher-ups not wanting to take risks. So it makes sense it took over 2+ years to get an English release for Tokyo Revengers. Why does it seem like they're so out of touch? Well, they aren't, sorta. When it comes to Japan, I think they have it on lock and know how things work pretty much, and understand their audience. But overseas, why does it seem like they have no clue? It's the culture. Japanese is a rich, wonderful culture that's been doing things a certain way for so many years. So a lot of people aren't going to change, especially over there. And I don't want to go into explaining all of that, but it's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just different, and sometimes dramatically different from the Western culture. So it would make sense that they kind of just don't get it over here, you know, dramatically out of touch. But all in all, it just kind of falls on, you know, cultural differences and company people being company people. I'm not asking for them to change or do something dramatic in crazy new ways. I mean, I kind of love Japan. I'd rather them not change their culture. I think it's actually pretty great. Maybe just loosen up the grip a little bit when it comes to making choices, and especially with the higher ups, and maybe get someone to hop on that more modern boat. And from the looks of it, they kind of are trying. I mean, look at all the connections they have with a lot of online personalities and stuff now, especially like Trash Taste and some other personalities. Well, that's really all I have to say. So I do love these people and the stuff they produce, and I just kind of made this to rant about how I want it faster and more available. And I'm sure you feel the same way. So that's why I made this video. If you feel the same way, go ahead and like. I'll see you guys next time. But thank you for watching.